What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Today it is Wednesday, August 6th, 10:24 in the morning. Woke up a little, I'm not gonna lie, like with my bones kind of aching, you know what I mean? Like, but other than that though, good, man. Blessed. Like I said, man, always, man, take advantage of the new opportunities that you are able to get every single day, right? Because the start of a new day signifies, for a lot, it could be a start of a new life. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, like I said, right? Blessed to be alive, bro. Blessed to even be able to spend time, right, with the people that really matter, right? My family, you know, my son, my wife, and things of that nature, right? Enjoying their company, you know, and see, that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? Like I always say, right? Don't be like that. Don't be bitter. Don't be mad all the time, bro. You know, that way you have, you know, align yourself with good people around you, right? Anyways, besides that, right, today I kind of wanted to talk, like, what popped in my head is like, bro, talking about responsibilities, right? And how responsibilities are gonna keep you in check, and how responsibilities are gonna keep you safe. Push-ups. Yeah, man, because look, to a certain extent, if you really just pay attention and start thinking about it, right, to a certain extent, bro, everybody has responsibilities, right? Everybody. Even my son is 7 years old. Even he has responsibilities, right? Like I said, to a certain extent. For example, right, these are just examples. What's an example of his responsibilities? When we go out, wherever it is, maybe we just go to the store, wherever. Every time we go out, he likes to bring a toy. He likes to bring a toy or a couple toys. So what's his responsibilities? His responsibilities is to keep in order and keep track of his toys. You understand what I'm saying? So now let me get some pull-ups, and then we continue. All right. See, as a man, and now let me just put it like this, right? Not all men, right? Not all men, but as a man, right, we could easily be distracted. Not everybody. We could easily be distracted, or sometimes we just don't have the, I'm gonna say it like that, right? Not everybody, right? Sometimes we don't have the common sense. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll react out of an emotion, or we'll react spontaneously. You know what I'm saying? Now, in the sense of, if you're a young man and you keep finding a way to get into trouble, what's the cause of that? Too much time on your hands. And not only that, not taking care of your responsibilities. That's why I say, right, responsibilities are really big, right? They keep you grounded, they keep you focused, they keep you safe. You know, And it's like that, right? It's like that. Everybody's different to a certain extent, right? Everybody is different to a certain extent. Not everybody matures like the next person, right? For example, my older brother. Shout out to my older brother. Bruh, ever since I could remember, right? Teens, right? Bruh, that dude. Now, don't get me wrong. He know how to have fun too, right? Don't get it twisted. He know how to have fun. But, bruh, he always took care of his responsibilities, right? I give it to him, right? Me, bruh, like I said, right? There's difference. There's different people, right? I'm a little bit more hard-headed, you know what I'm saying? You gotta give yourself time, right? Because I would always be like, dang, bro, how do you do it, bro? How do you stay so responsible and how do you stay so consistent in the things that you do, right? That's why he is where he's at today, right? And now, let's not do that either, right? Talking about like, and by let's not do that, I'm not talking about let's start like, this ain't a compare. This is the old comparing myself to where because like how they say it, right? It might sound cheesy, it might sound corny, right? Bro, life ain't a race, bro. Life is a marathon, right? Like I said, right? Everybody go through different situations, right? Everybody got different responsibilities. But what I have noticed, bro, over the years, over my life, right? Is I went through a lot of pain and suffering, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, but I'm a victim of, nah, bro. I've been through a lot of pain and suffering, bro, because I didn't want to take care of my responsibilities, right? Push-ups. Bro, responsibilities, bro. I done came to the realization, right? Bro, responsibilities, bro, they guard me. They keep me safe. They keep me focused. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, responsibilities, right? They keep me fed. They keep me clothed. They keep me with a roof over my head, right? And so on and so forth, right? But the minute that, because I've been there, right? Bro, the minute that I let up on the things that I'm supposed to do, right? The minute that I lose track on the goal at hand, right? If you're not careful, bro, you could bring a lot of trouble and a lot of disaster into your own life, right? By choosing not to take care of your responsibilities. That's a fact. Pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's been through that situation where it was like, damn, bro, if I'd have just went to work, bro, this wouldn't have happened. Or if I would have just did what I was supposed to do, bro, I would not be in the predicament that I am today. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, right? I'm not here to push anything on nobody, right? Bruh. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain, right? Bruh, God is always testing you, bruh. God always want to see where your heart is at, right? Where your mind is at. You know what I'm saying? All these things, right, that we go through, that we put ourselves through, aren't for no reason, right? Bro, the things that you go through, bro, aren't for no reason. And on top of that, the things that you're going through, a lot of the things that you go through, that you're going through, are because you put yourself in those situations. You chose, you decided, right? Now, it'd be like this, right? Your responsibilities and the things that you want to do. Responsibilities, the things that you need to do. Whatever. This, just the things that you want to do. Bruh, in order for you to do the things that you want to do, bro, you got to take care of your responsibilities, right? And not only that, bro, staying consistent. You can't just, and I've been there, right? Because I'm not perfect, right? I've been there, bro. I just can't go to work for 2 weeks, get a check, bro, and thinking that that money's just gonna last me for the rest of my life, and thinking that I'm just gonna, nah, bro. It's consistency too, right? Being consistent, right? How every day you go to work, you got to be consistent. Every day you got to show up to go to work, bro, in order for you to live the life that you want to live. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, right? If you're at work or whatever it is, you know, everybody got different. You will be less likely to get in trouble if you're 8 to 10 hours at a job, or something, or likely to something bad happen to you, right? Because you are taking care of your responsibilities, right? That's why I say, right, your responsibilities will keep you safe, right? Push-ups. And like I said, right, everybody got responsibilities, bro, to a certain extent, right? Whether you have a family, whether you're single, whether you live on your own, or whether you live with your parents, right? To a certain extent, right? Now, don't get me wrong, right? To a certain extent, everybody has responsibilities, right? But not everybody. Because if you ask me, right, like I said, right, the next person, or whatever, the next person, the next family member, they just got it, right? They just got it. But all those things, right, being consistent, all those things also too, not only being consistent in your responsibilities, not everybody has them. In the sense of like I said, right, your next family member or whatever, they could just have it down packed. But you gotta learn. You gotta live and learn to, you gotta live and learn to understand what these responsibilities that have been put on your life, what they do for you. The great benefit of having these responsibilities, how they keep you safe, how they keep you in a direction of just, you know what, wanting to push forward. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, right? Depending on how you know how to balance yourself, your life, right? Sometimes just having too much time to your hands. I could talk out of experience, bro. It's just, I have came to the realization, it's like I don't even want too much time to my hands, right? But sometimes, bro, it's not only that, right? What's another responsibility, right? Bruh, learning self-control, because you have to then now be responsible for your actions, your choices, and your decisions. It's a fact. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, right? I get it. I've been there. I've been there. Oh, I just want to have fun. You know, the younger days, right? The younger mentality, the younger way of thinking, right? I don't want responsibilities. I just want to do whatever I want to do, right? Bro, where did that lead me? Just keep it on me. Bro, that led me to a lot of trouble, bro. That led me to like, bro, that led me to loneliness, bro. Being lonely, bro. In a lot of trouble, bro. A lot of trouble, bro. You can avoid. I could have avoided, right? Even to this day, right? Just because I took my foot off the gas, bro, and let off, whatever, on my own responsibilities, bro. Yeah, it be like that, right? But like I said, right? That's what life is about, bro. It's about living and learning and appreciating. You live, you learn, and you appreciate what you got out of the situations, bro, that you put yourself in. Or you appreciate, bro, the ups and downs of your life. The ups and downs of the mistakes that you have made. And now, don't get me wrong, bro, not everybody learn, not everybody appreciate it, right? The proof is in the pudding, right? Just look at the way society is, right? Like I said, you don't want to be old and bitter, bro, and just be stubborn in your ways, you know what I'm saying? Also, too, bro, you want to pay attention to the next person, bro, and learn from the next person's mistakes as well. Common sense, right? There's a fire. If you put your hand in the fire, bro, you're gonna get burned, right? But like I said, right, I don't blame nobody, right? Because a lot of us, at least me, I'm a little hard-headed, right? I gotta put my hand on the fire a few times in order for me to be like, oh, okay. It's just life, right? And like I always say, right? Bro, have patience with yourself, bro. Have patience with yourself, right? I get it. I've been upset. Bro, why I keep going through the same thing over and over? Why I don't learn, bro? But if you take that approach with some aggression into it, bro, it's just gonna be a ticking time bomb, right? You gotta really step back, take a few breaths, bro, and analyze, bro, the patterns, bro. We all got patterns, bro, that lead us to certain things, right, that we should not be doing. Not only me, bro, everybody got them, right? But this ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Everything that I be talking about, bro, it starts with self, bro. Pay attention to the patterns, right? Pay attention to the patterns, right? And then start applying what to do, what not to do, what to avoid, where to, you understand what I'm saying? It's just how it is. It's just life. You know, and then this ain't got, bro, it's a combination of a lot of things, right? Let me avoid this area. Let me avoid this person, these people. You know what I'm saying? Let me avoid these activities. Let me avoid these type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not only that, right? It's just learn, bruh. It's just learning, bruh. And like I said, right? Everybody's different. Everybody learns a little bit different. Everybody just has a different path, right? Everybody got to go through certain things, right? That not everybody can go through. And that's okay, bruh. But the question or the point about it is, did you learn? That's really what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Responsibilities are good for you, bro. Responsibilities are gonna keep you safe. The more responsibilities, right? The more disciplined, the more focused you become, right? You mix that in with short-term goals, long-term goals, personal goals, wanting to better yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, bruh, you will be unstoppable, right? Other than that, bro, y'all have a good day, bro. Until next time. Peace.